I'm a hothead by nature. Pothead on paper. Master procrastinator, but we'll chat about that later. Number one fan who never left the stands. I hate the game and the players. I'm cynical.
I'm Sean Sullivan.
Give me a minute, though.
Also known as Sully. I'm a local spoken word artist amongst Ottawa. 27 years old. I'm from Carp, Ontario.
It's pronounced carp, not carp, not crap, C-A-R-P, carp.
I didn't start writing slam poetry until I witnessed Shane Koizen at the 2010 opening ceremonies for the Winter Olympics. Basically, he had hopped on stage in front of the whole world and did this thing with his voice and the microphone that I'd never really heard of before.
Define Canada. You might say the home of the Rockets or the Great One, who inspired little number 9s and little number 99s.
Learned right off the bat that Ottawa is probably one of the biggest spoken word communities across the whole country. So I remember sitting at home. I was releasing all these videos from my room for the first 2 years with a rock band mic on like a broken light stand duct taped on so it looked like an official mic stand. So I looked legit.
Money never bought happiness. The only difference between me and the homeless is I have the money to buy the beers and they don't. And if one man's trash is another's treasure, then I drink for those in the street so they can rip off thrift shop clothes for the tougher weather and we can meet up behind a dumpster, have a beer, and reminisce together.
After 2.5 years of doing videos from my room, hopping around the city doing these random rock and rhyme shows, I had decided to give Capital Slam a try.
You see, me and Facebook are hombres because it somehow knows everything I don't say. Hoping to see that little red ribbon, because if there's no new notifications, then what's the justification in living? Scroll up, scroll down, scroll up, scroll down. The real-life tabloid about real people from my town. Look here, Johnny's dog just died, so we posted a picture of it and him when he was 5 so that everyone feels remorse. And of course, these to reply.
I encountered some controversy on stage due to the fact that there's no freedom to engage the crowd during any of these competitive slams. You pretty much go up there, say your piece, get off. So anything you say can and will be used against you, and I crossed some moral boundaries.
I did a piece about one-night stands, and like I said, it's 3 minutes on stage, you can't banter or talk, so basically whatever I say can and will be used against me, which is exactly what happened. So I had no time to clarify what I meant or clarify certain lines and stuff like that. So I got on home that night, and basically the Slam Master there had written a blog throughout the night, and basically throughout this blog had labeled me as sexist and misogynist, said I had a diatribe against women. So I spoke with him after, and his theory was because I said it on an open stage, he can say his stuff in an open forum as well. So that was that.
This is pretty much a collaboration of show posters, basically all the shows I've done over the last 4 years, and a kind of little introspective look on these notebooks that I carry around and all these random verses that exist going back from about 6 or 7 years. So yeah, as I was stating earlier, it was at the first ever show I ever did right down here at the Helmdale House Tavern. As you see, Hype the Gypsy Sun is on the bill. My friend I was mentioning earlier, his name's Troy Ireland. When I first ever time on stage, we went on stage as a group name. We called ourselves Freedom of Speech. We did only one show. That was it.
This is the manna. I stare up to the skies as if to visualize what's out there. I feel trapped, strapped down with ambitions that trail off with jet streams into the distance of my existence. This purgatory breeds indifference because we tunnel vision our thoughts. Hell chose scissors, so heaven took paper, which left us stuck on this rock.
Looking back on it every now and then, it's hilarious. It's fun to see the progression throughout the years for sure. As I said, this is dating back now about 4 years. But I've now started emceeing certain shows and hosting hip-hop and rock shows throughout Ottawa through Rocksteady bookings. They call those bars and breakbeats. So basically I host a show and I start off with a 15-minute set and I get to drop a couple poems here and there. That was just pretty cool for me because I'm a big hip hop fan, love local art.
The freedom is key. I said I love the slam scene, I love the competitiveness of it, but poetry's poetry at the end of the day, and I'm not there to fucking compete and make money for it. I'm there to fucking express it. And if people get offended, that's cool. Move on and do other pieces.
Ritual, I'm back for ya. Yeah, come on, close, make you feel at home here, right? Hey, Silas, how you doing?
So I'm up here and tell you a few stories